Irving against Rose. To the left side wing. Here's Butler. Right through the D for the layup.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Irving kicks to James. Kicks it out to Love. No good on the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the right side. McDermott, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. McDermott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's a pick by Love. Here's Irving. Noah with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Noah the screen. Rose passes to Butler. Back to Rose. 18 feet out. They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Noah.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Irving attacking Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Rose, no good. Cavaliers trailing. James outside. Mozgov a screen on Rose. And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Love's got 5.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Butler. The jump hook and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Love up top. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night. Butler against Smith. Butler kicks to Gasol. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Butler goes in. Mozgov with the block. In the corner, Smith with it. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Noah.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often. A winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
Now here's LeBron. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Irving. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Irving's shot is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Bulls trail by 3. Butler attacking. Mozgov with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. Last year, getting it done. 8th in three-point shooting. 9th in scoring. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, I tell you what, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets a good look.
Knocked loose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. J.R. Smith picks one up.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year. At a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Irving drives in. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look... to pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Gasol, a screen on Smith. Butler, 5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. That's good from Gasol, and the assist by Gibson.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. James in the post, defended by Butler. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Heinrich comes in for Doug McDermott. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Mozgov sets a screen for James. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
I've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Now here's Love. 7 points in the game.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for James. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Mirotić's shot is off.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Jefferson kicks to Love. Fades and shoots. No luck. Bulls trail by 5. To the inside. Brooks misses. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way.
Whoa! Yeah, so much emotion is going to go through his head tonight in this one. I mean, playing in your hometown can be a bit of a nerve-wracking experience. But after that initial few possessions, I guarantee you he'll settle in and play how he normally does. So he'll be noticing the cheering section of his friends and family that'll be going crazy with each score.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. And he gets... the bucket. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin. Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Richard Jefferson. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now here's Heinrich. Following the shot by Tristan Thompson. And Heinrich gets it to go. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Thompson again missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside jumper. The screen from Thompson. Here's Williams. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Here's Mirotić. Rebound by Anderson Varejão.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Bulls shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Mirotić dishes to Brooks. Gibson a screen. Takes a shot at the elbow. Got it off in time, but it's no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 3. From the United Center in... And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report you know, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, you know, matched up against, you know, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, you know, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Mo Williams, and it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. Here's Noah. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. There's the pass to Gasol. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Irving kicks to Smith. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead, and Chicago shooting 43% from the field. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clarkie came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Now here's Love. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Irving. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Irving's got 12 in the game.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Gasol with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls. Fast break. Here's Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Back to Love. Just 5 to shoot. Down low, James. Rejected by Gasol. Brooks with him. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The 3. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Cleveland leading by 3. Smith with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's James. That one wide left. Chicago has gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding. Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Chicago calls timeout. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Now here's Rose. He's got 9. Here's Gasol. That one a little long. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Love with the screen on Rose. Irving passes to Love. James in the post. Back to Love. The three-pointer no good.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Now here's Noah. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Gasol against James. To the paint, Thompson. And that one is stuffed right through.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
No, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Noah the screen, and the wide-open shot from Rose. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Butler, he's checked in for Aaron Brooks.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team, a true warrior, even in an off year.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. And it's Love, top of the key. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now Noah, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Noah kicks to Rose. Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Cleveland leading by 4. James kicks to Irving. Love outside. Irving sets a screen for Love. Off the screen, and again it's Cleveland.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Rose. He's got 9. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
2 on the clock. Here's Thompson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Rose against Irving. Rose goes in and powered down the jam.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot and the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, to 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for McDermott, and it's Heinrich in for Rose. Now here's Heinrich. He's got 5, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Irving.
And great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
It's a pick by Love. The drive by James. He used that pick to get in close. James has got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Chicago calls timeout.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Now here's Heinrich. He's guarded closely to the paint. Here's Gibson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Dellavedova, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova. Bulls have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Hinrich kicks it to Noah. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the front iron.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Hinrich. Kicks it to Jefferson. And Gibson sends it back. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Noah's got the ball, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. .144 left to play here in the second quarter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That's good from Noah. And Joakim Noah. He's all about doing whatever it takes to help his club succeed. Always has been. Greg, he did the dirty work when he played inside at Florida. When they won back-to-back championships, he's done it in each and every NBA season in Chicago.
And you just hit on it. I mean, he bites, he scratches, he claws his way into the upper echelon in terms of elite centers in our league. And in 2014 was named All-NBA first team as well as Defensive Player of the Year. Let's just hope he's healthy this season to get back to that level.
The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Nice work there coming off the screen. 8 points for Iman Shumpert.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Hinrich dishes to Mirotic. Pass to Noah. Mirotic against Jefferson. Mirotic's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And so he makes both from the line. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Joakim Noah.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
That free throw, good from Dellavedova. And both free throws good for Dellavedova. 20 seconds left now here in the second. Shumpert against Butler. Gibson with the screen on Shumpert. That's a 2 from Butler. And so that brings the first half to a close. Cleveland ahead, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got a tough end up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 12 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's McDermott in at the small forward. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Offensive rebound, and Thompson sends it back.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And here is James. He dishes it to Smith. 6 to shoot. Picked by Mozgov. With the fadeaway. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Now here's Mozgov. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Smith wide open, he fires. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 13. Ahead, here's Butler. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And how about a look at Jimmy Butler? Coming off a terrific season. 11th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as we saw last year, I mean, a difficult guy to run the offense against, constantly jumping the passing lanes.
No good on the second free throw.
Take a look at what Butler's done. 10 points and a steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Smith missing again. The Bulls shooting not great, 40% for the game. McDermott kicks to Butler. They double him with Irving. McDermott passes to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Nice shot by McDermott.
2 points for Doug McDermott.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Mozgov against Noah. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Out to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mozgov sets a screen for Smith. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bulls trail by 10. Outside Butler. Noah with a screen for Butler. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
It's a pick by Love. James kicks to Love. Cleveland gets it back. The kick out to Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And let's go. Go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 5, the Bulls.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Now, here's Gasol. 8 points for him. That's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
James against Gasol. The drive by James. Shot to end this cold run, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. James no good on the free throw.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Here's Butler following the score by Cleveland. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Irving with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. That's good. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And the basket by Rose.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's James. He's got 14. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Irving. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. That's a 2 from Butler. Butler missing again.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Now, here is Irving. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. No good from LeBron. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Rose. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
The Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Noah with a screen for Brooks. Pass to Gasol. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gasol's got 12.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 14. And a wide open look for Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Butler up top, covered by LeBron. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now Irving. 16 points for him. Picked by Mozgov. Irving attacking. Kicks it out to Love. And he's good on the 3 ball. Love's got 14 points for the game.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Noah against Love. And finished off by Noah.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Butler against James. Butler goes in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Now, here is Irving. Picked by Mozgov. And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 16 points for Love.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Butler from outside. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now Irving, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. The shot. Love, no luck. Bulls trail by 14. The dish now to Noah. To the middle. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Noah. 14 points for Pau Gasol.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Picked by Mozgov. LeBron outside. Down low. The 11-footer. And again, Kevin Love. Love's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Noah the screen. Butler dishes to Brooks. Wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's a pick by Love. Smith kicks to James. Love with the screen on Gasol. Back to Smith. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Smith's got his third basket of the night right there. Bulls trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Noah with a screen for Brooks. Inside. Noah's shot is off.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
5 on the clock. Smith for 3. Cleveland gets it back. James wide open. And again, it's Cleveland.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Noah. 9 points in the game so far. The offensive rebound, McDermott. And the rejection by Smith. Inside, here's Irving. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
LeBron outside. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Irving. Takes a three. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Love kicks to Irving. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers leading by 22. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Heinrich. Feeds it to Gibson. Back to Heinrich.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Dellavedova. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Pick by Varejao. Dellavedova. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. You know, Clark, losing teams handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope. And a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point, though.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the miss by Taj Gibson. Thompson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Rose kicks to Heinrich. Dishes it to Gibson. Gibson the screen. Rose goes in. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
The screen from Thompson. And Shumpert kicks to Dellavedova. Drills the three-pointer.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Nikola Mirotic. Williams passes to Dellavedova. Gibson against Varejao. The feed to Williams. Lets it go from deep. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Did not need two hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Thompson, a screen on Rose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dunleavy comes in for Butler.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Dellavedova. Picked by Varejao. Outside Williams from past the arc. That's good.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Here's Dunleavy. There's a screen. Mirotic has a wide-open look, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Williams attacking. That's good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Rose dishes to Heinrich.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Dellavedova. Back to Varejao. Outside jumper. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They set the pick. Mirotic misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Heinrich kicks to Dunleavy. And again, Chicago. No good.
Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Williams kicks to Shumpert. Picked by Varejao. Williams passes to Shumpert. The kick out to Williams. It's Thompson off the drive. They grab their own miss. Outside Jefferson. Outside Shumpert. Back to Jefferson. He kicks to Shumpert. Picked by Varejao. Goes up again. And it's finished off by Shumpert as he lays it in.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then. And that's over a decade later.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Jefferson, a screen on Heinrich. Screen by Jefferson. Williams dishes to Jefferson. No one covering Jefferson.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Varejao setting the pick for Williams. In the corner, it's Jefferson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Chicago. The Bulls shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. To stop the run, and he gets it to go.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
A nice shot by Irving.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Hinrich kicks to Brooks.
Right now, he just can't buy a basket. I mean, I tell you what, he's getting good shots, but he just can't seem to get it to go down. He's just got to continue to stay with it, and eventually they'll fall.
Irving kicks to James.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Here's Brooks following the score by Cleveland to the left side wing. And that one goes long. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Smith for 3. Cleveland gets it back. Mozgov passes to Love.
2 minutes, 2 wild.
Outside Irving. Down low. It's stolen by Hinrich. The pass to Portis. And James pulls it down. James has got 7 rebounds in the game. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams like it did last year who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, Clark, in this one.
And I think it was a matter of concentration, Kevin. They really locked in from the line.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Kyrie Irving. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Clock at 6. He feeds it to James. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Three-pointers, Snell, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Here's James. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something.